In 1964, a young boxer named Cassius Clay won an upset victory over Sonny Liston and became heavyweight champion of the world. Later that year, Clay changed his name, first to Cassius X, then to Muhammad Ali. Why did he change his name? Let's let him answer.
Why don't you like to be called Clay anymore?
No, Clay was not my name. Once we follow, believe, hear, understand the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and come into knowledge of ourselves, then we want to be called after names of our people, which are names to fit us black people. And Clay was a white man's name. It was a slave name. And I'm no longer Clay. I'm no longer a slave. So now I'm Muhammad Ali.
So, Clay was a white man's name, but Muhammad and Ali were names for his people. What people would that be? Arab slave masters? Because that's who Muhammad and his son-in-law Ali were, according to Muslim sources. Sahih al-Bukhari, number 63, narrated Anas bin Malik. While we were sitting with the Prophet in the mosque, a man came riding on a camel. He made his camel kneel down in the mosque, tied its foreleg, and then said, "Who amongst you is Muhammad?" At that time, the Prophet was sitting amongst us, leaning on his arm. We replied, "This white man," reclining on his arm. Sahih Muslim, number 6081. It was narrated that Abu Juhayfa said, "I saw the Messenger of Allah with a white complexion." The Muslim sources go on and on about Muhammad's epic whiteness, telling us about the whiteness of his shins, and the whiteness of his thigh, and the whiteness of his leg, and the whiteness of his stomach, and the whiteness of his forearms, and the whiteness of his armpits, and the whiteness of his cheeks. Muhammad was a slave owner and a slave trader. He had both black and Arab slaves. This means, of course, that when Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali, he was taking the names of two men who bought, owned, sold, and traded black African slaves. Interestingly, Muhammad Ali didn't know much about the name Cassius Clay.
Tell me how you came to get such a Roman name as that.
Well, as I understand, I'm Cassius Marcellus Clay VI, and my great-great-grandfather was a Kentucky slave, and he was named after some great Kentuckian. Cassius Marcellus Clay is a great name in Kentucky.
Muhammad Ali was named in honor of the 19th century Kentucky abolitionist Cassius Marcellus Clay, who freed the slaves, but Ali didn't want that name. So he was given the name Muhammad by Elijah Muhammad. Now, if that's his reasoning, what sense did it make to change his name to Muhammad in honor of the white prophet with black slaves? When we don't know history, there will always be someone waiting to step in and take advantage of our ignorance.